And good evening to you. Welcome to high school basketball action on Central Illinois Sports, live tonight from Central, or how about just Southeastern, Augusta Southeastern High School for this Class 1A regional championship between the 19 and 14 Delavan Panthers and the 23 and 8 Camp Point Central Panthers. Alongside Jack and John Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. This is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Certainly glad you've chosen to spend some of your evening with us here tonight. And the Battle of the Panthers with a chance to take home the regional plaque should be a lot of fun. We'll talk more about the matchup on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Now that the new year is upon us, it's time to focus on the important things, like Wi-Fi, strong connections, and high speed. This is the perfect time to tell you to call Cascom today. We specialize in all of those important needs. With our high-speed fiber optic service, we make your life easier. Whether that's online streaming, gaming, or just wanting good local TV channels, we have it all. So give us a call today at 1-800-252-1799.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Welcome back to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show from Augusta. And this Class 1A regional championship, the Panthers and the Panthers. Delavan, the purple and black and white Panthers, and Camp Point Central, the old gold and black in their color scheme, and what should be a fantastic matchup here tonight. Delavan with quite the travel here this evening, thanks to the way things split up in this IHSA regional sectional complex. An hour and 40-minute drive from Tazewell County for this Delavan team, and had to do it a couple of times, but happy to be here on this championship matchup to try to knock off Camp Point Central. And Camp Point Central, of course, pretty short trip, about 20 minutes.
Well, they co-op with each other, they and Southeastern in girls basketball. We saw that last night, so you know a lot of familiar faces for the Panthers, as they used to co-op baseball. They co-op girls basketball for many years. Yeah, it's a short 20-minute trip.
Delavan on the season, 19 and 14. Started off the year with back-to-back wins over Edinburgh and Illini Central before falling to Auburn 49-28. Beat Litchfield 44-41, Rova Williamsfield 55-52, and Elmwood 34-21. Ran into a 4-game losing streak right at the beginning of January. Lost to Tremont 62-49, Pekin 60-46, El Paso Gridley 52-43, and Peoria Christian 57-32 before breaking that losing streak with a win over Hartsburg-Emden by a final count of 77-50. Then they fell to Princeville, who could be a possible sectional opponent, 56-43. Wins over Greenview and Beardstown, 56-35 was the win over Beardstown. Another 3-game losing streak. Williamsville, East Peoria, and Canton were the losses there. A win over Athens and Brimfield, back-to-back losses to Peoria Christian and Peoria Heights. And then they've really had a pretty nice run down the final stretch here since the calendar turned over. Wins over Lewiston, Mount Pulaski, and Illini Central. A 6-point loss to North Mac. Wins over Brimfield, Peoria Heights, Midwest Central. A loss to a good Illini Bluffs team, a loss to Peoria Quest, and then 3 wins in a row entering this game tonight. A win over Cuba Spoon River Valley 69-55, Lewiston 46-36, and most recently over Southeastern 37-20. That's the Delavan Panthers, where we will learn more about the Camp Point Central Panthers after this time out on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005. Or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate. Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh? Next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Great Rivers Bank is here to serve you with all of your banking needs close to where you live and always online at greatriversbank.bank. Camp Point Central enters the contest with a record of 23-8, won a slew of games in a row. In fact, didn't lose their first game until the last day of the old calendar when they lost back-to-back games against Macomb and West Hancock. Started off a new calendar with a win over Southeastern before falling to West Hancock by a 3-point loss. Back-to-back wins over Payson Seymour and Calhoun losing to Route at the Winchester Invitational Tournament before beating Griggsville, Perry, Payson Seymour, and avenging 2 earlier losses to West Hancock. Back-to-back losses and about as bad as this team played this season to Mendon Unity and Griggsville, Perry. Then wins over Rushville, Van Far, Pittsfield, and Illini West. Losses to Macomb and West Central before they have won back-to-back games against Western and West Prairie. Most recently, 73-33 was the win against West Prairie in the regional opener. Neither of these teams with a ton of height. Good guard play out of both squads throughout the season, and what should be a really fun matchup here on Central Illinois Sports. The winner of this contest will move on to the Abington Sectional on Tuesday evening at 7 o'clock. They'll play the winner of the Brimfield Regional. That features Princeville and Peoria Heights. On the other side of the bracket for this regional sectional complex, it's Illini Bluffs and Illini Central playing tonight at Illini Bluffs, and Peoria Christian and Abington Avon playing at Williamsfield. The winners of those 2 games will play at Abington on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Both teams out on the court warming up in preparation for tonight's contest. We'll talk more on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agents at B&P Insurance Agency, Barber Agency. See Pat Vandevelde, Caleb Vandevelde, or Mary Coltis. You'll find our location at 114 South Madison Street in Pittsfield.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stott C Automotive and Tire.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
I'm Chris Nichols with PCRE Real Estate and Auction here in Pittsfield. For 15 years now, I've been specializing in selling farmland and hunting properties, along with homes and commercial real estate. Whether it's helping a seller get a premium price out of their home or assisting a buyer to find the farm of their dreams, I pride myself on providing elite customer service. Give me a call today at 217-473-3777 if I can help with any of your real estate needs. Or feel free to jump on our website at pcrerealestate.com.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Delavan, who comes in with a record of 19-14, takes on the Panthers of Camp Point Central, who are 23-8. The Panthers, as we look at keys to the game, do not have big height to fight against tonight with Delavan. They have a little bit of height, but nothing compared to a lot of teams that they've had to deal with. Both teams kind of matched up equally there. As Charlie went through the records and who Delavan played, though, they played a pretty tough schedule, folks. I mean, a lot of teams around that Peoria area where they are located, and so they may be battle-tested. The Panthers have played in the Winchester tournament, also played in the Macomb Holiday tournament. Of course, missed that early tournament at Pittsfield this year because of the success of the football team, and they're trying to equal what the girls did and win a regional here, so they have their work cut out for them tonight to have the opportunity to go to Abington and play in a 4-team sectional that ought to be a dandy too. We will have basketball action for you Monday night for the IHSA 2A Super Sectional. We tell you ahead of time it will only be on the NFHS network, and you'll need to subscribe. If you're not a subscriber there, we're allowed to bring it, but it has to be on NFHS, so you need to make sure you subscribe to be able to watch that contest. We don't apologize. We're glad to be able to do it for you, but that's just one of the things we have to do. As we get ready for this contest tonight, keys for the Panthers, well, it's their seniors, and Nick Moore, Drew Pabin, and Gavin Blewett needing to take control. They'll start a sophomore in the starting lineup, but don't be surprised to see another senior in Peterson come off the bench, play quite a bit for them. It's important for them to stay out of foul trouble and to be able to hit those outside shots. For Delavan, they're going to have to take care of the ball because they're going to feel a lot of pressure in the guard play tonight as the Panthers really get after it there. We are going to take a break, have the national anthem. We'll come back with more after these.
Cutting down the chaos of life is a lot easier when you can find everything you need, including peace, at one place. Your local farm and home supply.
It's the Panthers and the Panthers on Central Illinois Sports. Delavan, the visiting team. They are 19-14 on the season. Dan Hansen's squad will start the following. At a guard, he is a 5'10 senior. That's Micah Brockhouse. At a second guard, the 6' senior Cooper Hansen. And the third guard for this team is the 6'1 senior Core Norville. At a forward, he's the 6'2 senior Zach McLean. And at the other forward, the 6'2 sophomore Alex Seaton. Seaton, McLean, Norville, Hansen, and Brockhouse for the 19-14 Delavan Panthers. For the Camp Point Central Panthers, James Barnett's squad is 23-8 on the season, and their lineup looks like this. At a guard, he's a 6' senior Nick Moore. At a second guard, he is the 5'8 senior Drew Pabin. And the third guard is the 6'1 junior Elijah Ginnenbacher. At a forward, the 5'11 sophomore Caden Niekamp. And at the other forward, the 6' senior Gavin Blewett. Blewett, Ginnenbacher, Niekamp, Pabin, and more for Camp Point Central. Thanks to Farm and Home Supply for being our lineup sponsor on Central Illinois Sports throughout the season, regular and postseason. And we're just about ready for tip-off here. Delavan will be in the visiting purple uniforms, the black numbers and gray trim. And Camp Point Central, the home whites tonight with the black numbers and gold outline. Alongside John and Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull. Glad you've chosen to spend some of your Friday evening with us here on Central Illinois Sports. The opening tip is up and controlled by Camp Point Central as we are underway in the regional final. Into the front court with it comes Pabin on the wing right side, kicks it over to Moore. Now deep in the corner, it goes to Ginnenbacher. Looking down low on a first foul of this contest early on as Zach McLean called for the hold in the post.
His first, team first, grabbed a hold of Blewett with both hands. They made the early call. They're going to establish that right off the bat.
Out of bounds on the baseline here. Inbounds pass tipped away. Good active hands that time from Cooper Hansen. It's a very senior-laden lineup for both of these squads.
Tell you what, you looked at Delavan's lineup and who they played. They played some pretty darn good schools.
Yes, they have. Lob pass comes into Blewett. He'll have to run it down in the corner. Thought about the three, now puts it on the deck. Dribble drive inside, rises, shoot, missed it. And the rebound pulled down by McLean. He'll work the ball off to Hansen as Delavan turns Camp Point Central away on the first attack of this contest. Ball comes to the high post, that's to Norville. He'll work it on the left wing over to Brockhouse. Now on the right side for a three, up and good, and a foul called here. And Delavan takes an early 3-0 lead on the Cooper Hansen tray.
Looked like Blewett got that foul in the early going.
He
Is
did.
that correct? And a 3-point lead and the chance for a 4-point play right off the bat. 7:24 left in the first quarter. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. And the free throw was up and good.
4-0 Delavan Panthers out of the gate here on the completion of the 4-point play. Into the front court, Blewett with it, throws it over the top to Pabin. Now to Moore. Moore on the baseline drive, step back, Jay up and good. Nick Moore with the first two for Camp Point Central and makes it a 4-2 score on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Moore showed you need to take care of business early, and he looked very businesslike on that play.
Brockhouse with the basketball out top, works it off on the right side to Hansen. Top of the key, gets it off to McLean. He'll put it on the deck, now has picked up the dribble. Looking for a guard to come out near the center line. It's Brockhouse on the bounce here. Here's a ball tipped away, ball loose. Loose ball foul, turnover going to be whistled on Delavan. And a foul here on the Panthers will be their early second.
Was that on Brockhouse? I could not see. He came up, and it was on Brockhouse. His first, team second, as Pabin picked his pocket. He's done that throughout his career. Quick hands as he can go around and get it. And the frustration foul.
Pabin into the front court trying to give Camp Point Central the tie or take their first lead of this contest. Ball comes to Blewett on the baseline. Bounces off the defender. Turnaround shot is off the iron, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's a battle for it underneath. Out of bounds off of Delavan. And to Camp Point Central underneath as Dan Hansen asked you how that wasn't a foul. There was a lot of contact underneath for sure. Inbounds pass comes to Ginnenbacher. 10-foot jumper, rims in and out, no good. Rebound secured by Norville. He'll work the ball into the front court to Hansen. Hansen has it stolen away. Moore with the takeaway. No look pass to Ginnenbacher. Off the window and in for two. And Camp Point Central ties the game up at 4 points apiece. Turnovers in the early going for Delavan. That one leading to points for Camp Point Central.
That's the name of their game, points off of turnovers.
Just over 2 minutes into this first quarter as the ball comes to McLean at the high post. These are not the easiest numbers to see on the purple uniforms.
Especially for me.
Here's on the dribble, Brockhouse. He'll get it out top to McLean. On the left side to Hanson, that's shown off the range early. He's trying to find an opening. Dribble drive inside, let a runner up, no good. Blew it with a rebound for Camp Point Central. They work the outlet pass to Pavin. To Moore into the front court. Drives inside, stops, pops, fadeaway jumper. Smooth for Nick Moore, and Camp Point Central has their first lead. 6-4 the score. 5:20 to play in the opening period. Moore hitting his first 2 shots, huge for Camp Point Central because he's a kid that can pour them in a hurry.
Now it's important for Blewett not to pick up that second foul early in this game.
Well, neither team wants to go extremely deep into the bench. Hanson with it right side, and they'll say stepping out of bounds as he got the pass to Brockhouse. Little spacing issue that time, and the third turnover by the Panthers of Delavan.
He was way behind the three-point line and stepped on the out-of-bounds line at the end of the Panthers bench.
4 minutes, 58 seconds to play in the opening period. Pavin with it in the corner. Moore for a 3, no good. Rebound run down by Blewett or Pavin in the backcourt. That ball was tipped. Out top, Pavin as Camp Point Central gets a second chance opportunity here. Bounce pass goes to Moore. Moore on the baseline, pull up. Good look, and he hits it again. Can't leave Moore that open if you are Delavan. He's got an early 6 and an 8-4 lead for Central and an 8-0 run and a timeout for the Delavan Panthers. Nick Moore doing Nick Moore things early. 4:29 to play in the first. It's Camp Point Central 8, Delavan 4.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
After the Adams Fiber timeout, it's Delavan basketball. The Panthers of Delavan taking their first timeout after seeing Camp Point Central go on an 8-0 run. Adams Fiber, they're local and providing the ultimate internet experience. Check them out at followthefiber.net. Hanson gets the ball out top to Norville. Now deep in the corner right side, McLean. Back out on the wing to Brockhouse. He'll put it on the deck, drive inside. Crafty move. And up and in for Micah Brockhouse, averaging nearly 13 points a game on the season and cutting this down to a 2-point Camp Point Central lead. Moore with the basketball, the Niekamp. Now Ginnenbacher deep in the corner left side. Shovels it out to Moore, who's got an early 6 for his team. Ginnenbacher against the pressure defense here. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore on the pull-up jump shot. Good again. Moore is hot to start the contest and makes it a 10-6 score, tying the largest lead of this ball game. Brockhouse with it out front. Quick passes around the left side now. McLean lost it off of his own leg and out of bounds as Moore knocked it off of him. We'll see the first substitute of the contest in for Delavan at the 3:24 mark of this first quarter as Corbin Sodal into the game for the first time. He's a 5'10 freshman.
On the side where the scoreboard and the teams are, there is not much space on that sideline.
No, there's not. This is a smaller gymnasium, and quite a few fans have traveled to watch this contest here this evening. Out front with it is Pavin. Works off of the screen from Niekamp. Pavin trying to get free. Ball poked loose and nearly stolen away, but the man in Norville ran out of room on the sideline. Ball out of bounds here for Camp Point Central in the front court.
I think if Norville left it alone, it would have went off Pavin. He had the last tip, but he kind of saved the day for the Panthers that time.
Never really fault a young man or young player for being aggressive, though.
That's right.
Camp Point Central on the attack. Under 3 minutes to play in the opening period. Leading 10-6, and here's the ball now nearly stolen away. Nick Moore might have got hit in the nose. Here's Hanson, gets it down low, shot up and good by Alex Seaton. And Delavan with a good transition play to cut it down to a 2-point game. Moore still trying to kind of check and see if he's got any blood coming out of the top of his mouth or his nose. As that turnover, he kind of got hit right at the end of it. Here's Pavin on the dribble drive, fakes, drives, puts it up, and knocks it down. Pavin with the take to the rack, and he'll go to the free throw line, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play, as you'll see on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay.
Brockhouse's second, team third. Pavin with the Euro step, and he's not long with the steps, but so quick, and was able to complete it. Makes it a 12-8 game, and he'll shoot for the Panthers' biggest lead of the ball game. They've led by 4 twice at the 2:30 mark. Drew Pavin, the senior, up good.
5-point lead for Central with 2:30 to play in the opener. Seaton with it in the backcourt, gets it to Hansen. Hansen trying to bop his team across into the front court. Now to Seaton. Back to Hansen on the right side. Pop references the Jack has no idea even what it means.
Exactly.
On the left side to Seaton, and a reach and a foul on Nick Moore.
Nick Moore's first, Panthers' second of the day, as Blewett has one also.
2:12 to play in the first. Ball out of bounds to Delavan on the baseline as Hansen will inbound.
I got that pop stuff down. I had a pop gun when I was little.
I think you can say that. Barron's with it on the inbounds pass now. Matt Barron's, a 6'1 senior, has checked in.
Cap gun.
Gets it out to Hansen. Hansen on the drive, has a strip by Pavin. Nearly saved inbounds by Blewett, but his foot was on the end line, and it will be the purple-clad Panthers with the ball underneath their own hoop.
Purple Panthers, Black Panthers. Can't say that, I guess, anymore either. I don't know.
Here's a near travel. Man never really controlled it, though. And now the ball stolen away as Blewett with the takeaway. Into the front court with it is Moore. Moore on the dribble drive, drives in. Hanger in the air, no good. Rebound pulled down by Barons. Had it knocked loose. Kept it alive to his teammate Hansen. Hansen quickly into the front court. Quick bounce pass back into the middle to Seaton. Seaton has it knocked loose. He takes a seat, and they'll say ball out of bounds off of Delavan. And a turnover on the Delavan Panthers is their early 6th.
Coach from Delavan is really being vocal to the officiating crew right now, and he's way out on the court.
Well, he doesn't have a lot of sideline to work with, let's be honest here. Here's Pavin with the basketball. Gets it on the left side to Ginnenbacher. Tough defense being played on both sides.
Delavan really getting after it.
Yep, really up in your face, putting a lot of pressure on the ball. Moore shovels it to Pavin. Pavin trying to take his man off the dribble. Drives, kicks to Blewett in the corner. Blewett on the baseline, spins, now puts up a jump shot, kind of a wild one, no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be Cole Peterson with the foul.
Peterson with the knockdown that time, his first foul of the ball game.
Into the contest for Delavan, we see Zach McLean return. No, he won't. The coach says, sit down, Zach. We're going to put in Micah Brockhouse instead. Under a minute to play in the first. 13-8 Camp Point Central. Delavan with the basketball on the attack here. Brockhouse against Moore. Top of the key now, Seaton. As Delavan looks to be patient here to Hansen on the right wing. Hansen directs some traffic with 40 seconds to play in the first. Wants to go at Peterson. Pulls up for a three, no good. And for the second time tonight, he'll draw that foul on the three-pointer.
3 free throws to be shot as Peterson, they said, got him. It'll be the 14th foul on the Panthers in the first quarter.
Seeing on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay, did Peterson make contact? First one up is no good by Hansen. Atlanta Express here to serve you with walk-in medical care when you need it. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every Monday through Saturday. You'll find them at 640 West Washington Street in Pittsfield with walk-in medical care for you and your family.
Hansen's second is up and no good. He's missed the first 2. He does have a 3 on the night.
And a free throw.
That is correct. Give him 4.
Half of his team's 8 and trying to make good on this one, and he will. Cuts it down to a 4-point lead with 36 ticks to play in this first quarter. Pavin walks it across for Camp Point Central. Delavan starts the second quarter with the basketball, barring a tie-up in the next 23 seconds. Pavin with it still on the dribble with 17 seconds. Breaks the 5 count. Still working. Now with 10, he'll get a screen from Blewett. Gets Blewett the basketball on the baseline. Ginnenbacher trying to find Peterson off of the curl. Ooh, he slams hard into the bleachers. Their shot put up is no good by Moore, and Cole Peterson is down and hurt. I mean, he came into the stage here at the end right in front of us, and I could feel that one in my bones, and he's going to have to come out of the game. Into the quarter, 13-9, the advantage. Camp Point Central on top of Delavan. Second quarter action your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
At Full Throttle Parts, we do spray-on bed liners, a brand called Patriot Liner. It is very elite. It actually enhances the resale value of anything you put it on or off-road.
Go Full Throttle!
Go Full Throttle.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams counties. Call 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Schumann and Emily Matthews at Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
Ready to start quarter number 2. Camp Point Central 13, Delavan 9. Delavan with the basketball to start the second period.
Usually the Panthers will wear you down a little bit with all that intense defense, but this Delavan squad looks pretty much in good shape.
Tell you what, Jack, I'm a little worried. Here's a shot put up inside, no good. Rebound down to Blewett. I'm a little worried for Camp Point Central's Cole Peterson. He hit this stage hard, trying to save the ball in, and he was really gimpy going to the bench.
Trainer looking at him?
He's trying to get some ice right now for him, actually. Out top with it is Moore, gets it to Pavin on the right wing. Just underway here in quarter number 2. Pavin on the drive, draws the contact, shot no good, but Zach McLean whistled for the harm.
McLean will pick up the foul. That'll be his second, first in the second quarter. Second man with 2 fouls. He and Brockhouse each with 2. Pavin to the free throw line, 1 for 1, has 3 points. 13-9, 7:27 left in the half. Pavin's first is good.
Bowlers Universe open Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Fridays until midnight. Saturdays 4 to midnight. Always a good time at Bowlers Universe. Check them out in Pittsfield.
Tied the biggest lead of the ball game right now. And Drew Pavin, the senior all-stater in football, can give him their biggest lead, and he does.
6-point Camp Point Central lead, just underway here in the second. Hanson into the front court, finds Brockhouse. Near the sideline, trying to get away from there. Back to Hanson. Hanson, a pretty confident customer with the ball in his hands. Down to the right side, it goes to Seaton. Seaton back out to Brockhouse near the half-court line. Trying to get the offense in motion against the Camp Point Central man-to-man defense here is Delavan.
Moore already playing with 1 foul, and so is Blewett, so you don't want to pick up the second one there.
Look at the post, nothing going. Brockhouse gets it. Now out top it goes to Hanson. Right side Seaton. Back to Hanson on the wing with Ginnenbacher playing him in the man-to-man. He wants to go Ginnenbacher one-on-one here. We saw him pull up for a 3 on a similar play earlier. He'll throw it back out now to Brockhouse. Works off of the screen. He'll try the drive, kicks it to Seaton. Seaton trying to get downhill, and Pavin will be called for the foul.
Pavin will pick up the foul. It'll be his first of the second quarter on the Panthers at the 6:31 mark. Trying to get around Ginnenbacher. Don't forget, middle linebacker, leading tackler, all-stater. He knows how to move the feet.
Bounce pass, Hanson having trouble. He'll lob it out front to Brockhouse for a deep 3, no good. And high pointing the ball on the rebound was Blewett, his third. Gets it to Pavin. Central looking to add to what is their biggest lead of this contest here. Dribble drive by Pavin, out of control, and call for the travel.
Second turnover on the Panthers, 6 on Delavan, and that time Pavin's feet went out from underneath of him.
Length of the court to go for Delavan. Trying to get things moving a little more smoothly. That long bus ride, probably not good for the old legs.
Both teams got here fairly early, so plenty of time to get loose.
Still, I think it has an effect on you.
Not as much as going to Vandalia from Camp Point and Augusta next Monday. That'll be a trip.
It's only 3 hours one way. Here's a pass on the right side. That's to Knapsinger, is in the game for the first time. Kelton Knapsinger, nice find down low. Gets it into Seaton who puts it up and in for 2.
He's got 4.
Nice job by Knapsinger to create off of the dribble there.
He got the defender off his feet. When Blewett went up, he made the pass.
Junior good athlete is Knapsinger. Here's Moore on the drive on the baseline. Kicks it out to Pavin. Pavin fakes the 3. Now Moore has come up a little lame as he might have turned an ankle. Here is a pass down low to Blewett. Puts his shoulder down, spins, shoots, and scores 2 more. And he'll head to the stripe as he's hacked in the act.
First points for Blewett on the night makes it a 17-11 6-point lead. Ties the biggest. The foul on the play goes against Knapsinger. It'll be his first, team's second. Blewett with that quick step, the lefty up and good from the free throw line. And the Panthers are 4 for 4 from there.
7-point Camp Point Central Panther lead on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Forgot about the purple Panthers.
Into the front court, Knapsinger with it on the right side. Left it for Hansen. He had already vacated the area. Brockhouse runs it down near the half-court line. He's trying to create now against Pavin. To Knapsinger. Brings it, hands it off to Hansen. Hansen at the top of the key. On the right side, back to Seaton. Check that. That is not Seaton. That's McLean. Over to Seaton, left side, no good. And the rebound down to Moore. Moore pushes it into the front court for Camp Point Central. Works the pass on the wing to Pavin for the quick launch 3. It's an air ball. And saving it in was Niekamp. But it's into the hands of Knapsinger. Here's Brockhouse on the dribble drive. Spin move underneath. Gets it out front. 3-point shot top of the key. Off the mark here from Norville. And the rebound loose. Good hustle play. Saved by Seaton. Second chance opportunity. Brockhouse for the 3. And he'll get knocked down. And for the 3rd time this evening, Delavan fouled while shooting a 3-point shot.
Looking for the foul on Niekamp possibly. Actually on Ginenbacher. It'll be his first, team's second. 3rd time behind the line.
And that time you could tell Ginenbacher just did not give him a place to land. And you have to do that as the defender.
Free throw now being shot. Up and good, and I cannot see his numbers.
That's Brockhouse.
Thank you.
Black numbers on a dark purple uniform. It is difficult to see across the gym for sure.
He's got 6, and it's a 3-point game.
Good contest here in this regional title tilt. Here's Moore on the right side. Been quiet here in the second. 3-pointer no good. Rebound run down by Brockhouse. He'll push it quickly into the front court to Seaton. Seaton attacks, has it knocked away and out of bounds. They'll say off of him. And a turnover on Delavan, as they say, went off of his leg out of bounds, and much to the chagrin of Dan Hansen. Let's see it here.
7 turnovers now in the early going, but the Panthers only up by 3.
Couldn't really tell in that little pirouette that he did if the ball hit him or not from our angle. Well, the referee said it did, so we'll trust his judgment.
That's why they hire him.
Blewett with it on the bounce. Leaves the pass to Moore on the right wing. After Moore had an early 8 points, they've kind of guarded him a little harder. Now he gets this one to go, and double digits for Nick Moore.
Body control and the height on the jump, the difference maker for him. He'll need that at the next level if he's going to play.
Brockhouse into the front court for Delavan. Works the dribble against Moore. Now over to Hansen.
Good to see Peterson back on the floor.
Yeah, man, he hit that. I mean, he's a tough kid anyway, but he hit that inline hard. Here's the ball knocked away by Moore, stolen away by Blewett. Moore on the run out into the front court. Dribble drive off the window and in for 2. Moore with a dozen now and a 7-point lead for Central, tying their largest of this affair. Hansen has picked it up. Out top to Seaton. To Brockhouse. Wants to work the ball down in the paint. That's to Norville. Turnaround shot no good. Rebound tip comes into the hands of Knapsinger. He'll put it up and in. He's done a nice job coming off the bench for Delavan as Kelton Knapsinger with the bucket. Cuts it down to a 5-point game. Moore gets it quickly into the front court. Hangs in the air, fouled, and the referee says that is on the shot, so he will shoot 2.
That's going to go against Seaton. That'll be his first, team 3rd. Moore to the free throw line, 12 points in the night. First time to charity stripe, 22-17. Camp Point Central with the lead. 2:31 left in the half. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. First one is no good.
Pike County Express is your local family-owned newspaper. They have been serving Pike County and the surrounding area since 1991. Check them out each Wednesday on a newsstand near you.
Matt Behrens checks into the game wearing the number 1. 6-point lead, or 5-point lead. Now a 6 as Moore makes his 13th point of the night.
Sorry, he read ahead in the script. 23-17, Camp Point Central, 2:25 to play here in this first half. Here's a dribble drive on the baseline. Past everyone and in for two is Seton. Seton with a nice take to the rack. He's got another two to make it 23-19.
Give him 6.
Seton, not an extremely tall young man, but very long and good quick first step. We've seen that a couple of times. Here's Blewett, drives on the baseline, beats his man, gets underneath. High glass and in for two on the answer.
5 for Blewett now.
25-19, Camp Point Central.
Defense on the other end on the baseline was not good for the Panthers the last time.
Well, neither time really on either side, as both men got a pretty clear lane to the hoop.
Looking for help defense, just nothing there.
Barron's with it on the right wing. He'll work it out top to Seton. Seton scans the floor, takes the dribble toward the right wing. Look for the back door, stolen away by Blewett. Picked it out of the air. Gets it to Pavin with 1:30 to play in the half. Takes it across. Out to Moore. Moore off of the Blewett screen, top of the key. And says, let's set it up. Goes behind the back with it. Dribble, pass. On the right side goes to Pavin. Pavin on the pull-up jump shot free throw line off the mark. Rebound run down here by Seton for Delavan.
His third.
The Delavan Panthers trying to cut it closer here before the half. As Barons has it on the bounce. Ball gets reversed on the right side over to Hansen. 56 seconds to play in this first half of action. Well, it's been a really good contest so far. Barons now drives that Blewett. Shot it up is no good, but fouled. And 2 shots coming up for Barons as Blewett will pick up his second foul.
Pick up his second foul, third team foul right before the half. Would you want to pull him out here? 48 seconds left in the half.
Tell Blewett just didn't have position. Tried to sell the charge, but did not have position that time. And they'll get a towel to wipe up some perspiration off of the floor. And while they do that, we tell you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan need. Give Damon a call, 217-285-4404.
48 seconds left in the half. Yep, it's Barons off the free throw line. 25-19, trying to cut into that 6-point lead. First one was up and good by Barons off the bench, his first point.
We'll see Brockhouse check back in, replacing Aaron Holtz, who was into the game here. Braden Aaron Holtz. Michael Brockhouse returns.
4 of 6 from the free throw line. And they missed that, and the rebound comes off the other way to Pavin.
Pavin and the Camp Point Central Panthers with a 5-point lead and the basketball with under 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Delavan only gave up 20 to Southeastern the other night.
They've had some pretty stout defensive efforts at times this season for the Panthers of Delavan. And a pretty good defensive effort so far in this first half tonight as well. 19 seconds to play in the half as Moore works against Seton out front. Now near the half-court line, Pavin with 13 ticks. Pavin surveys the floor, gets it to Moore. On the left side, puts it on the deck, drives in, gets caught underneath, gets it off to Niekamp, whose shot is put up and no good. Rebound stolen away as Pavin gets a top of the key for 3, no good. Tip-up wouldn't have counted had it fallen, and we head to halftime in the Little Jess Motors halftime show, where the Camp Point Central Panthers lead the Delavan Panthers 25-20.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Pressures on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressures on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressures on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer. We love beer.
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com.
Welcome back to Augusta, where the Camp Point Central Panthers lead the Delavan Panthers 25-20 in a dandy contest here in this regional championship. Delavan took an early 4-0 lead. Central went on an 8-0 run, have held the lead since that point. And Jack has a look at all of your halftime stats on the Little Jess Motors halftime show.
After one quarter, it was 13-9 Panthers. They trailed 4-0. Remember that three-pointer and the free throw after? Then they fought back and have taken as much as a 7-point lead 2 different times in the first half. They led 13-9 at the end of the first quarter, 25-20 at halftime. Camp Point Central have turned it over 2 times. Delavan's Panthers turned it over 9 times. 2 fouls on Gavin Blewett, 2 on Cole Peterson, single fouls on Elijah Ginnenbacher and Nick Moore. On the other side for Delavan, they have 2 fouls on Zach McLean, 2 on Micah Brockhouse, and 1 on Seaton, 1 on Knapsinger in the first half. It is a 25-20 Camp Point Central Panther lead over the Delavan Panthers. Individual scoring, shooting percentages, and more come your way on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show after these. The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517.
GSI grain bins are built using the highest strength steel available. This allows you to store more grain to maximize your profitability and efficiency. Buy one now and receive our winter discount program. Mixer Lumber Company, your GSI grain bin dealer.
Back with you on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 3431 Main Street in Quincy, Illinois is where you'll find Little Jess Motor for all of your Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram needs. New and pre-owned. Stop by and see all the good folks at Little Jess Motor and online at littlejessmotor.com. It is a 25-20 lead for Camp Point Central on top of Delavan at the halftime break. And John is sending us a text, Jack, from across the gym. He's hungry. He might have to take him a candy bar in a while. But why don't you take a look at halftime stats?
Well, I tell Jerry Bartell down in New Zealand who's watching hello. And the Griffin family at Little Jess Motors in Fort Myers tonight watching the game as they were last night. 10 of 23 are the Panthers in the first half, shooting at 42%. 0 of 5 from the arc, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83.3%. Nick Moore with 13 points, 2-pointers all the way through and a free throw. Gavin Blewett has 5 to go with 3 rebounds and 3 steals. Drew Pabin with 5 points and 4 boards in the first half, 2 steals for him. Caden Niekamp did not score. Elijah Ginnenbacher has a 2 on the night, and that's all the scoring for the Panthers of Camp Point Central. Delavan's Panthers, 7 of 16, 43%, 2 of 4 from the arc, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 57%. They have 2 guys with 6 points apiece in Micah Brockhouse and Alex Seaton. Matt Barron off the bench, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Also 5 points for Cooper Hansen, 2 for Kelton Nefsinger in the first half, and 2 boards for Nefsinger, 3 for Alex Seaton for the Delavan Panthers. It's 25-20 here at halftime. Little Jess Motors, your Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram dealer, 3431 Main Street, across from Quincy High School. They'll take care of you like they do our family. Stay tuned. More comes your way on the halftime show after these.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Game Masters is your headquarters for all your hunting gear. We have more than just camo hunting attire. Come check out our casual lines of Sitka, Under Armour, North Face, Columbia, Drake, and more. Pursue your prey with these off-road Quiet Cat bikes from Game Masters. Easy to transport and perfect for your next hunting adventure. Game Masters, we're passionate about the outdoors.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Cutting down the chaos of life is a lot easier when you can find everything you need, including peace, at one place. Your local farm and home supply.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Just about ready for second half action here. It's a 25-20 lead for Camp Point Central on top of Delavan here at the halftime break. It'll be Camp Point Central basketball to start quarter number 3. They have Niekamp, Ginnenbacher, Moore, Blewett, and Paben, their original starters to start this third quarter. Delavan counters with Norval, along with Hansen, Brockhouse, who, by the way, congratulations, scored his 1,000th point during the first half of his career here. Seaton is out there, and the fifth man is McLean, who nearly had a steal. Here's Blewett underneath, right at McLean. Shot no good, and the rebound pulled down by Seaton. Seaton with the basketball into the front court. That is to McLean on the right side. He had to sit with a couple of fouls much of that second quarter. Seaton gets it out top. Bounce pass on the right side over to Norville.
No football at Delavan, but with those arms, he should have played.
Here's a pass down low, turnaround shot up and good by McLean. McLean with a bucket. And a good start to the second half by the Delavan Panthers.
His first 2.
Paben with it into the front court for Camp Point Central. Dribbles toward the left wing. Trying to get free from the defender, Brockhouse. Pass is tipped and nearly stolen away. Moore picks it up, puts it up, and can't get it to go. Rebound tipped up by Niekamp on fall. And the rebound this time is secured by McLean. He'll work it on the Hanson into the front court for the purple-clad Panthers.
Got a ball game here, kids.
Oh, yeah, it's been a good contest throughout the night. Out front, Brockhouse with it. Surveys the floor. Puts it on the deck, working against Moore. To Hanson near the half-court line. This is as close as Delavan has been since they gave up a 4-0 lead. Here's a missed shot. Rebound comes out to Pavin. Pavin quickly into the front court for Camp Point Central. They have a man advantage. Kicks to the wing and Moore did not put up the three as he didn't really have his feet under him there. He'll hand it off to Ginnenbacher. 6:09 to play in the third. Blew it with the left side. Drives in, floater up off the window, no good, and the rebound is down to the hands of Norville. Norville into the front court, finds Hanson. Out top, Brockhouse. Puts it on the deck, looks back door, good find to Seaton, who shot no good, and blew it with the rebound for Camp Point Central. Missed opportunity there on a good find.
His fourth.
Here's Pavin on the dribble drive, gets underneath, shot blocked. And the rebound now to Brockhouse. He's quickly into the front court, drives right out, blew it, fakes, puts it up and in. Brockhouse with a running bucket.
Give me, mate.
And it's down to a 1-point Camp Point Central lead. 25-24 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. A fun one here at Augusta tonight in the regional title tilt. Moore with the left side. That's usually where they go when they need a bucket. He'll work it to Blewett. Blewett drives to the baseline. Spin move on a quick one. Misses it at the rim. And then picks up his third foul on the rebound.
What happens when you miss a shot and you get frustrated. Picks up his third at the 5-10 mark. Peterson will come in for him. And you lose the big man. Had a great move. Just couldn't control it. The Adams Fiber. Timeout. 25-24 Panthers of Camp Point Central when we come back.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy. Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
5:10 to play in the third. Timeout was taken by Camp Point Central, their first of this contest, as their lead that was 7 a couple of times in this ballgame is now down to just 1. We've had 1 lead change so far, and we won't see one on this trip down the court as an illegal screen is going to be whistled against McLean.
Norville, was it not 10?
Well, they called it on 11 there, but you're right, it is.
Yep.
It is. That's much better for Delavan.
His first, team first, turnover number 10, and Pavin took a beating that time, as he does in about everything he does. I think he'd have contact in a track meet.
Ginnenbacher with it on the left wing. Out top to Moore. Been in-your-face defense by this Delavan squad. They've really turned up the pressure here to start this third period. Here's Moore on the dribble drive. Gets it out front to Pavin. Pavin will hand it off to Ginnenbacher. Neither team minds a lower scoring contest here. Now here's Ginnenbacher, top of the key, 3 off the mark, and the rebound is pulled down by McLean. Gets the ball to Hanson. Shooting for a lead here is Delavan. Brockhouse with the ball on the bounce. Dribble drive in to the rim, fouled. Is it on the shot, or were they going to say he was passing there? It's a shot, and he will have a chance to tie and take the lead here for Delavan.
It's going to go against Pavin, and that will be Drew Pavin's second foul. Second team foul, 2 free throws, and a chance for a lead change, which would be our second. And at the free throw line is Brockhouse, who has 8 points, 1 for 1 for there, and 1,000+ points on the season now. First one is up and rattles home. We're tied at 25 after being tied at 4.
Real and Twine located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport. Your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, benches, and much, much more. Stop by and see them or call 217-285-5013.
Double figures for Brockhouse gives us a lead change, our second, 26-25 Delavan.
Delavan has taken the lead. 4:04 to play in the third. Pavin with it near the center circle. directing some traffic out here. Neither team with huge height, but Delavan a little bit of a longer team. You can really tell that when they're playing the defensive effort.
And they're doing this without playing the zone, folks. I mean, they're cutting you down playing man-to-man. They are that physical.
They played a good schedule this year, of course, as we told you. Niekamp gets it out on the right side more. Over to Papen. So don't let the 19-14 record fool you. Here's Moore on the baseline, gets it to go, and gives Camp Point Central the lead right back. Moore with 14 now, call it 15. Here's a drive in. Ball is a tie-up and a battle for it. Paben and Norwell were tied up, and a held ball heads the way of Delavan. They kind of came in there and were kind of getting on the players for being physical, and I don't think either Norwell or Paben were really that upset about it. They said, hey, we're just going for the ball here.
You know, it's my senior year. I'm trying to win a regional. I'm going to be aggressive here. Who's coming into the game?
Into the contest, that's Barron's back into the game.
He's going to set McLean down.
Blewett, they'll say, did not check in. And now he will get checked in. He'll, of course, want to be careful as he already has 3 fouls.
You bet. I'm kind of surprised to see him.
Well, what did you say? You had a pair of seniors going after a loose ball. You got to trust those guys sometimes in the senior season when you're trying to win one of these big games.
You can't make those frustration fouls now. That's the key.
Here's Hansen with it on the left wing. Throws the pass out top. Reversed on the right side to Brockhouse. Gets the screen from Norville. Brockhouse for the 3. High bounce, no good. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Moore into the front court on the dribble for Camp Point Central. He'll work it on the right side. That's to Paben. Paben will hand it to Ginnenbacher. 2:38 to play in the third. Here's Paben on a spin move down low. Runner-up is good for Paben.
Give him 7.
And Central has a 3-point lead. So after Delavan retook the advantage, a quick 4-0 run by Camp Point Central. They're on top with just over 2 minutes to play in the third. Now here's a turnover on Delavan, and that has been a bit of a problem for this Panther squad.
11, second in the second half. The other one on the illegal picks. They've done a good job. An Adams Fiber timeout coming your way by Delavan. 29-26 Camp Point Central, 2:13 left in the third.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Delavan takes the Adams Fiber timeout for fast internet. We're talking Wi-Fi 6 and speed up to 1 gigabit. It's Adams Fiber, the best local option in the area. Follow thefiber.net. Camp Point Central with the basketball up by 3. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to play in third. Here's a turnover. Seaton takes it away. Pushes it into the front court. His pass is tipped and stolen right back by Blewett. Blewett taken into the front court. Doesn't have numbers. Needs to pull it out. Instead is fouled on the floor. And Camp Point Central will have it out underneath their own hoop.
Yeah, Blewett was a little out of control that time. They kind of bailed him out. But a nice steal turnover each way. The 4th on the Panthers and the 13th on Delavan.
Both teams, of course, the Panthers. Here's a shot on a pull-up by Moore. Gets the shooter's roll, and then we'll have a foul on the rebound. Let's see what this is about.
Is that on Blewett? No.
Going to be on Delavan. Count the basket, and then Camp Point Central is about to get the basketball back as well, it appears. This is big.
Foul on whom it hasn't went up yet.
Yeah, they didn't call it on the right number. It said 24, and there is no 24 out there. And they called on now 10, Norville.
Norville will pick up his second, team's second, call it third of the quarter.
They say that he shoved Blewett in the back on the rebound, as you saw in the Northwestern Mutual replay, and a big benefit here if Camp Point Central can capitalize. Pavin with it on the wing. 1:42 to play in the third in a 5-point contest. Ginnenbacher shovels it off to Pavin.
They got a man hawking more all over the place right now.
Wouldn't you?
You bet.
Left side Ginnenbacher. Down low it goes to Blewett. Blewett spins underneath, passes it off at the last second, and that'll put the ball out underneath for Camp Point Central.
Be the fourth team foul. Looks like it's on Norville again. And we wait for it to go up, but I think that's his third.
Is.
Okay.
Just a second.
Team fourth. Okay. Said. All right. Huh, I'll be done.
Inbounds pass comes into Pavin on the left side. 1:23 to play in the third. Pavin against Brockhouse, turns the corner, gets downhill, leaves it off to Blewett. Blewett puts it on the deck, gets it to go, and he'll have a chance for the and one.
7 for him, 33-26. Foul against Delavan. It will go against McLean, his third, team fifth. A made shot, the and one. Panthers are 5 for 6 from the free throw line. 1:16 left in the quarter after giving up the lead. Now lead at 33-26, make it 34-26, and James Barnett must have got their attention. 8-point lead, biggest of the ball game, Charlie, after they trailed by 1. So they trailed in the ball game by
9-0 run.
26-25, right?
9-0 run,
Yep.
With 1:08 to play in the third. Nafzinger, who gave his team some good minutes in the first half. With under a minute to play in the first, Brockhouse on the bounce. Works it to Hansen on the left wing. Back out top, Brockhouse to Behrens. Brockhouse gets it back now.
Good ball movement.
Look for the backdoor pass, stolen away by Blewett. Blewett quickly into the front court. Again, needs to try to find a guard here. Drives in and travels.
Yep, double dribble, travel, whatever. Fifth turnover. They said they thought the ball was knocked away. The referee underneath said no.
I think it was, and then he traveled. Once he got it back, he traveled. That's how I saw it. Blewett, though, I like the aggressiveness, but with 39 seconds to play in the third, pull the ball out, get it to a guard, run a good set, finish a quarter. You get the ball to start the fourth unless it gets tied up.
If you're playing with 3, you don't want to pick up that fourth at the end of the third quarter.
I understand. You want to keep the momentum. Is now wide open underneath of Seton as Camp Point Central left Seton, wide open underneath.
Give him 8.
And makes it a 6-point game. 14 seconds to play in the third. Moore with the basketball, leaves it off to Ginnenbacher. He might have got away with what could have been an offensive foul there instead of blocking. Ginnenbacher will shoot 2.
Brockhouse, third.
Yes, and that's a big foul.
Yeah, it is a big foul with 9.1 seconds left. Ginnenbacher looking for his third and fourth points of the game. He's got 2, 34-28. Didn't look like it on the replay. Looked like it could have been an offensive one. First one up is in and out by Elijah Ginnenbacher.
I don't say that to question the officials because they don't have the benefit of replay, but
and neither do we sometimes.
I really looked like on that one, Camp Point Central might have caught a break.
Coach Hansen really prepared his kids for this game, though. You got to be very proud of what they're doing. Second one no good by Ginnenbacher as he misses them both.
6-point game, 5 seconds into the front court. Ball to Brockhouse, had to save it. Kind of puts up a 3. It's blocked. Rebound put back. Behrens at the buzzer, also blocked. No good. And we head to the final quarter of play. It's Camp Point Central 34, Delavan 28. Central has the basketball to start the fourth when we come back.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
If you have that drive and you want to do more with that, then there's opportunity there for you to do that. It's not the typical job that you would expect it to be. Like, it's just super fulfilling. When my life needed opportunity, I chose DOT.
Ready to start quarter number 4. It's Camp Point Central 34, Delavan 28. Camp Point Central will have the basketball to start the 4th, and Jack has a look at shooting percentages after 3.
Delavan 10 of 24, 2 of 6 from the arc, and on the free throw line they are 6 of 9. Panthers are 14 of 35, 0-5, 6 of 9. 5 seniors out here for Delavan too, and they got together at the end of that quarter and break, put their arms around each other and said, we got work to do. I like to see that. They know the importance of this could be their final game, or maybe they play again.
Well, high school athletics are important. I agree.
And your senior last game is always important.
Camp Point Central starts the final quarter with the basketball in their possession. Looking back door for Moore. Shot up no good, but he's hammered on the play, and he'll shoot 2.
He'll go back up to the free throw line. Looks like that foul is on McLean, and I've got him for 4, and that's correct. First of the 4th quarter. Moore with 15, 2 in the quarter. He is 1 for 2 from the free throw line. His team leads by 6. They've led by as much as 8. Just underway, 4th quarter action. Nick Moore. You will not find a young man that's a better leader anywhere than that one right there. First one is no good. I think he lost, 3 or 4 football games in his career as a quarterback. Second one is good by Moore, give him 16, and the lead is up to 7.
Breaks a streak of 3 misses from the free throw line, which is rare for a kid like Nick Moore. Just underway here in the 4th. Delavan down by 7, but on the attack. Norville hands it off on the left side. That is to Hanson. Hanson with a drive. High glass, no good. Rebound tipped and into the hands of Ginnenbacher for Camp Point Central.
Second board of the night. He's been quiet.
Into the front court. Pabin with it on the right side. 7:19 to play in the 3rd. Pabin with the dribble against Brockhouse, who's doing a good job to stay in front of him, even though he's got 3 fouls. Niekamp out top the Ginnenbacher. Won't be surprised if you don't see Camp Point Central with some longer possessions, but now the ball stolen away by Hanson. Hanson with a larceny layup at the other end, no good. Fouled by Ginnenbacher, and Hanson will shoot 2.
Ginnenbacher's second, team first to the 4th quarter. 6 of 9 from the free throw line is this squad. Hanson 2 for 4 from there, has 5 points. 7-point game, 7:01 left, and Ginnenbacher was not going to let him make the layup after the lazy pass, and the Panthers have had a lot of those tonight. First one is up and good.
Tim Waters and Waters Concrete. Reliable option for you for your next concrete needs. New build driveways, decorative patio, sidewalks, anything with concrete. 309-252-1052.
Hanson makes them both. He's got 7, and it's a 5-point contest.
Nice job by Cooper Hanson. Knock down a couple of big free throws and pull his team within this 5-point score. Now here's a, could have been a jump ball, could have been a foul. It's a foul, the official says, and that's on Norville.
Norville will pick up the foul. No, they're calling that on McLean. He's going to foul out.
Ooh, wow. With 6:53 to play in the 3rd.
4th.
You see, look on the scoreboard where I'm looking at. See that 3 under the...
I know.
The timeout's
That's
being
the
right
timeout.
there really mess with me.
It's a really nice setup, but that one needs to be like not purple with a black number.
A big round of applause for Zach McLean as he sits down, the senior. Now he's dependent on his teammates to get him another game in his career. In a 5-point contest. Pabin with it on the left wing. And what do we have here? Traveling the call.
7th turnover of the Panthers, 5 in the second half, and we're just a minute 22 into the 4th quarter.
There's a lot of time left in this game.
Yes, there is.
Let's put it that way.
And they can shoot the 3, and Brockhouse with over 1,000 points might be the man.
Stolen away by Niekamp. Niekamp dribble drive, and he truck sticks the man, and this is going to be an offensive foul.
The official really got into that one that time. Niekamp's going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his first foul. Turnover number 9, second team foul. If you got hit by Niekamp, you probably knew it. Second leading tackler, sophomore football player.
You got hit by that official on that punch. It might have been like Mike Tyson hitting.
He could have pulled a hammy on that.
He was pumped. Here's Brockhouse now for a three. Goes banking, and the rebound comes down to Ginnenbacher for Camp Point Central. Pavin into the front court on the dribble. Wants to hand it to Moore near the sideline. 6 minutes to play in the third. Moore on a jump shot up and good.
18.
Still not a lot you're going to do about that one if you're Delavan. You just tip your cap to Nick Moore and trying to deny him the ball from this point on. 5 minutes, 45 seconds to play on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. A 7-point Camp Point Central lead. Now ball knocked away by Ginnenbacher out of bounds. It'll stay with Delavan, and Cooper Hansen said, man.
Did Ginnenbacher step on the sidelines?
He did.
Okay, I could not see that part.
And Cooper Hansen also kind of collided, and Hansen said that's a pretty good sized lad there as well. Little give and go back to Hansen. Hansen draws some contact, shot no good, fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. Is this one going to be called on Blewett, his fourth?
Blewett picks up his fourth foul, third team foul already in the quarter. Hansen at the free throw line wearing the number 5. He's got 8 points. Missed his first 2 free throws, has made his last 4. 7-point game, 37-30. First one is up and good, and Hansen made the adjustment. 37-31. Free throws so important. Hansen also a senior. Second one also good. After missing 2, he's made 6 in a row, or 7 in a row. Give him 9.
Makes it a 5-point game. Delavan's got to string together some stops here, though, in the next 5:29. Here's a pass to Moore on the right side for a 3, no good, and Niekamp called for the clear out underneath.
So it would have been on the board. You don't call it a turnover, I guess, right?
Nope. Basket would have counted.
Yep. Niekamp picked up his second, 4th team foul. So Delavan's going to the free throw line after this, and they're 10 of 13 from there. 5:25 left. 37-32. Camp Point Central work cut out for them.
5:18 to play. Barons with it on the wing. Gets the ball near the center line to Brockhouse. Brockhouse on the dribble drive. Has picked it up, needs a cutter, finds Hansen. Leaves it on the wing to Seaton. Back out top, Brockhouse. To Barons on the right side. Out top, Brockhouse fakes the 3. Got the man off balance. Drives in. Up and under. Ooh, can't get it to go as it hits off the bottom of the backboard as he got too deep. And the rebound down to Camp Point Central.
Did what I'd have done, though, go right at Blewett, who had 4 fouls. He just lost control of the ball heading in.
Pavin with it against Brockhouse out front. Left side, Moore. Moore, a foul called here on Hansen.
Hansen will pick up the foul. It'll be his 4th, team foul number 3 of the quarter. They say only 3 on the Panthers. I had him for 4. Peterson into the game. He set Blewett down. Yep. No. Caden Niekamp.
Here's Moore on the inbounds 3. No good. And the rebound pulled in here by Norville. Gets the ball to Brockhouse. Delavan got the stop they were looking for. Now looking for a bucket on this end. Hansen, right side to Norville. Norville on the drive, right at Blewett. Kicks it on the left wing to Barons for the 3, no good. Rebound run down by Pavin.
Picks up his 6th board of the night.
Pavin brings it across for Camp Point Central with 4 minutes, 4 seconds to play in the contest. Working against Brockhouse. Brockhouse went for the steal. Now gets it to Moore. Near the right wing. Off of the screen from Blewett. Gonna go at Barons here. Drives in, leans back, won't go. Fouled, and he'll shoot 2.
Nick Moore to the free throw line where he is 2 of 4 on the night. 3:47 left, 5-point game. Free throws important here. Peterson and Blewett go over and talk to Coach James Barnett, who does a wonderful job for Camp Point Central. Very blessed to have him. First one up by Moore is good, giving 19 on the night, makes it 38-32. Coach Hansen really done a nice job for the Delavan Panthers tonight too. Dan Hansen. Second one up by Moore is also good, giving 20. 20 of his team's 39.
And a 7-point lead with 3:44 to play in the third.
Fourth.
If we could just get that 3 out of my sight, Jack, it's all I see up there.
I called Grattan Gresham about 5 times the other night. I thought John was going to smack me.
Here's Hanson, drives in. Paben knocked it away. The referee from behind him said that looked like a foul from my angle, and he'll be called for it here.
4th team foul, not a shooting foul. Paben picks up his the 3rd of the night. Yeah, if you get it called from the guy from behind, that's a tough one if you got the block. But he swatted at it. That'll get you every time.
And most of the time, you really swat down hard like that. Here's an inbounds pass stolen away by Genenbacher.
16th turnover. That's 7 in the second half.
And that's been a problem here for this Delavan team. They've just given Camp Point Central too many extra opportunities. It's now a foul called out front, and Drew Paben will shoot free throws.
That number is Arnsholtz. Is that right? Is that 3? I could not read that number.
Yeah.
No. That's Brockhouse.
Yeah.
4 on him. Free throws for Paben. First one is up and good. He'll get another, and Drew Paben with 8 now.
This is the biggest lead of the contest for Camp Point Central.
Ties it, right? They had an 8-point lead one other time, I believe. When they took that big run, they had the 8-point lead. Yeah. They went down that 9-0 run. Second one up, gives him that biggest lead, and we're done arguing about it. Give him 9.
I like to say I won that argument. Niekamp into the game as Peterson sits down for Camp Point Central. 3:21 to play in the 4th.
I thought I won it against myself, so what do you know?
New Brockhouse and the Delavan Panthers have a little run in them here. They've got it closer, and that's not going to help. A turnover. Threw it behind Seaton.
Nice catch by Jordan Harris, a former Barry Tiger, an assistant coach for the girls basketball team.
Possibly Delavan might want a little time out here just to try to get the momentum headed back their direction, but they play on. Paben with it. Leaves it on the left wing. That's to Genenbacher. Takes it to the top of the key. Bounce pass on the right side. Blew it. Drives to the baseline. Ball knocked loose and stolen away. Hanson with it in the front court now on the run. Works at the Brockhouse for a 3. No good. Rebound. It's a battle for it and goes out of bounds. And it'll be Camp Point Central basketball in the backcourt, and an Adams Fiber timeout by Camp Point Central. 2 minutes, 47 seconds to play in the contest. It's Camp Point Central 41, Delavan 32. For top-notch local computer sales and service, call Adams Experts 217-214-3423. Fast, friendly, and affordable service.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Griffin Signs in Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs in Time. Call 217-228-7470.
2:47 to play in the 3rd. Camp Point Central took the Adams Network timeout here in the final period of play in a 9-point contest. Sorry, I'm like Ron Burgundy. You can put anything on the teleprompter, I will read it.
I understand.
And when I glance at the clock, and the first thing I see is a 3, which is where the timeouts were on. The worst design of a scoreboard ever. As Moore drives in, puts it up, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around and into the hands of Delavan's. Green is in for the first time. Gets it to Hanson. His shot blocked. Rebound down to Blewett. Corey Green, a 6'1 freshman out there for Delavan. Paben on the bounce for Camp Point Central. Had their biggest lead of the contest, and now a reach-in foul called here, and this one on Alex Seaton.
His second put Paben back to the free throw line. 10 of 15 are the Panthers on the night. Paben on the night has 9 points, and he's made 4 in a row. 41-32 leads the biggest lead of the ball game is right now. Give him 10. Second man in double figures. Actually, it's his 6th free throw. 42-32. PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Drew Paben. Second one off the mark.
Into the front court, Hanson with it for Delavan. Out top three, no good by Norville. Long rebound down to Seaton, though, on the offensive side. Pass now comes to Norville. Pass is tipped by Moore out of bounds, and they'll say it'll stay on this end with Delavan.
Blewett came up a little bit lame there as him and Brockhouse ran into each other, knocked knees.
2 minutes left in regulation. Here's Brockhouse on a drive, no good. Rebound down to Blewett for Camp Point Central.
His 8th board of the night now.
Central has a 10-point lead and the basketball. Pavin into the front court, out of a double team, works to Moore. Moore takes it inside the arc. Takes it back out top, Ginnenbacher. Hands it to Moore. Central on a little bit of a stall here. No, Moore down to Pavin, who puts it up and in.
Blewett
with the two, excuse me. Blewett with the bucket to make it 44-32. And a dozen-point lead here with 1:25 to play. Brockhouse trying the three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Blewett. Blewett with the ball to Pavin with 1:19 left. Pavin brings it into the front court. Well, Delavan put Camp Point Central at the free throw line here. Down by 12, 1:10 to play. Doesn't appear so far. Ginnenbacher's into a double team, out of it on a pass that is tipped and a tie-up. This will go the way of Delavan. So that'll be a turnover on Camp Point Central with 1:03 to play in this contest. And let's take a look on the Northwestern Mutual instant replay. Now, that's pretty fine from Nick Moore to Gavin Blewett. Woo. He says, hey, how you doing? Take two.
10th turnover on the Panthers.
Hell ball sends it the way of
Central.
Yep. Delavan, as they'll get a towel out there to wipe up some perspiration here.
I think Coach Eiler said it was easier to keep the scorebook than all this work I'm doing now helping coach.
I don't know. Right now, though, Camp Point Central 1 minute and 3 seconds away from their second straight regional crown. And they're looking to play in the Abington sectional on Tuesday against the winner of Princeville and Peoria Heights. Out of the turnover, it's Delavan on the attack. Brockhouse works it on the right side, Norville to Seaton. Seaton on the drive. Spin move, off the window, no good. Rebound, it's a battle for it, and it's run down by Pavin. Less than 47 seconds to play. As Camp Point Central's fans rise to a roar, leading by 12 with 40 seconds remaining in this contest. Moore with it on the right side. He'll work the dribble as Central will just stall this one out if they can.
.44-32, 20 seconds left. Pavin dribbling, and Brockhouse will foul out of the game, I do believe, right?
He will pick up the foul as they were going to get some subs to give their seniors a chance to be recognized.
And the seniors will come out. This senior group, Matt Behrens is a senior, along with Micah Brockhouse, Cooper Hansen, Cole Norville, and also Zach McLean, all seniors on this squad. Congratulations to them on a fine career. They'll finish at 19 and 15, and they should hold their heads up high. On the other side, Drew Pavin, who's got 10 points on the night, along with 7 rebounds, will shoot 2. First one by Pavin is up and good. Give him 11. 3 men in double figures for the Panthers of Camp Point Central.
Pavin's had a big second half.
He really has. He had 5 points in the first half, 6 in the second half. Chance to make it 7 here. They have their biggest lead right now, 45-32. Second one is up and good. Give him 12.
Camp Point Central going to get the victory here as Green drives in. His runner no good. Rebound down to Ginnenbacher. Off to Pavin. He'll get it into the front court. And the Camp Point Central Panthers will take home the regional title and move their record to 24-8 on the season. Final of this one, 46-32. Camp Point Central with the victory. We take you to the Blessing Health System post-game show with final stats and more coming your way next on Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
Next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agents at B&P Insurance Agency, Barber Agency. See Pat Vandevelde, Caleb Vandevelde, or Mary Colthus. You'll find our location at 114 South Madison Street in Pittsfield.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Welcome back to the Blessing Health System post-game show. And a final in this contest, Camp Point Central with the 46-32 regional championship victory over the Delavan Panthers, as Central claims the title, and they will move on to the Abington sectional next Tuesday night. A good contest, but Camp Point Central pulls away at the end of this game, really dominated the fourth quarter, en route to their 24th victory of the season.
Yeah, they actually gave up the lead 26-25, so at that point they scored 21 and gave up 6 on that run to end the third and fourth quarter. It was 13-9 after one quarter, 25-20 at the break for the Camp Point Central Panthers. They led 34-28 after 3. It was a 12-4 fourth quarter for them to get the win, 46-32. Panthers turned it over 10 times, Delavan 17 on the night. One man in Brockhouse fouled out of the game for Delavan. Delavan was 10 of 34, 29%, 2 of 11 after starting red hot from the three-point line. They did not make another one in their next 7 attempts, 18%. They were 10 of 13 from the free throw line, 76%. Micah Brockhouse, over 1,000 points in his career, 10 points on the night, 9 for Alex Seaton. Also a single point for Matt Behrens off the bench. Cooper Hansen had 9, 2 for Zach McLean, and 2 for Kelton Nafsinger. For the Panthers of Camp Point Central, 16 of 40, 40% on the night. 7 from the arc, 13 of 19 from the free throw line, 68.4%. Nick Moore led the way with 20 points, 7 of those in the second half. Gavin Blewett with 10 points, 5 in each half. He added 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocked shots. Drew Pabin had 12 points in the night. He also added 7 rebounds on the evening, 7 of those coming in the second half. Elijah Ginenbacher with 2 on the night, and Cole Peterson along with Niekamp played in the game but did not score. Panthers win it 46-32.
Here on the Blessing Health System post-game show, Camp Point Central getting some photos taken with their regional plaque, their cheerleaders and fans. We hope to grab a quick interview with James Barnett here in just a bit. Right now we'll step aside on the Blessing Health System post-game show, and we'll talk more on the other side of this timeout.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Stotzi Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment engine repair, or new tires, Stotzi Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotzi Automotive and Tire.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times, and Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls in Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Welcome back on the Blessing Health System post-game show. Final in this contest, a 46-32 win for Camp Point Central over Delavan, and glad to be joined by James Barnett, the head coach of the regional championship winning Camp Point Central Panthers. And you know, Coach Long kind of put a little pressure on you with their big win last night to come away with a victory today, and your kids figured out a way to pull through here.
Yeah, that's all right. Coach Dixon, Coach Long, there's no pressure on us moving forward here, but no, it's been a great season here at Central. So, you know, you're just happy to be part of this and happy to be a part of the journey that we're all on right now. So it's a lot of fun.
I don't think a lot of people realize what you have went through the last couple of basketball seasons. You couldn't be prouder of the kids, second in the state in football, then win the championship. But it made practices start a little late. You got a great start.
We did.
And then you kind of had a little bit of a lull in the middle of that. How did you kind of get the kids back motivated?
Well, it took us a little bit. We did fall into that lull around Christmas time, and we were stuck in it for the whole month of January. We had some good wins in there. We had some moments where it felt like we were starting to get out of it. But then we had that Minden and Griggsville back-to-back, and it kind of made us do a little soul searching, and we got together as a team, and we talked. We made some changes to the starting lineup, changes to how we're running our offense, a few defensive changes, and just did some things together as a team that weren't basketball related. And at the end of the day, it ended up working for us. So the guys really responded out of that.
You come into this contest tonight, you knew Delavan, a 19-14 record, a little deceiving with the type of schedule that they play, a very senior-laden squad. You knew they'd be a tough opponent. And, man, for the first 2.5 quarters, this game was tight. Your kids went down 26-25, and then a 9-0 run, I believe, took you back in front for good. What was kind of the thoughts in the moment at that point when Delavan regained that lead and had some momentum?
Well, I was a little worried because we came out of halftime. We had things drawn up that we wanted to wanted to execute, and we just didn't come out and execute it. And then we turned around on the defensive side and didn't execute on that side, let them go on a little 4-0 run. One of our mottos since we came out of that Griggsville game was to win the twos, win the first 2 and last 2 minutes of every quarter. And if you can do that, you're putting yourself in a good shot to win. But the start of that third quarter, we were just brain dead there for a couple minutes. The last 2 games, I had to go into halftime and rip them, so I didn't do that today. So we had to call a timeout and rip them for 30 seconds, and we got out of it again. So apparently that's just our what I have to do at halftime.
Every once in a while you have to give people's attention, but, you know, it's really nice with your squad, too, because you've got a group of kids. They're used to winning in about everything they do. It's, again, a very senior-laden team. And there's a lot of trust amongst those guys between the players on the court.
Yes, there is, and they take coaching well. Nobody's going to get their feelings hurt if you get on them or if you call them out for doing something. They know when they've messed up. They know when they've done something wrong, and you know, as anybody, sometimes you just need to be told, and you snap out of it, and then you're ready to go play.
You might want to call Matt Long and see what's in the budget. I think possibly Cole Peterson may have broke the stage. And then Caden Niekamp had a couple pretty good tackles, probably as good as any in football.
Well,
something about that aggressiveness and this, though, James, and that is your kids are so tenacious through the whole game. You're going to wear people down at the end.
It's just been our mentality. It's kind of been the mentality ever since I got here. You know, coming from Barry, you always we didn't have football, so it was basketball, and you played basketball, and you even when I went up to Putnam County, it was a basketball school. But now, you know, once I came to Camp Point, you know, you as I've told people before, you play the hand you're dealt, and we're a football school. We're a tough physical team. And that's how we're going to play basketball. So we're going to defend. We're going to be tenacious. We're going to try to play a full 32 minutes as hard as we possibly can. And if that's good enough, then we come away with the win.
A new experience next week is you'll travel to Abington for the sectional.
Yeah.
Your opponent will be Peoria Heights, who beats Princeville 59-54 in an upset according to the rankings.
Yeah.
In the contest there.
Princeville had beat Peoria Heights 3 times this year. I think the last time they played, they lost by 25 or so. So, I mean, you never know. It's January. Could be illness, injury, whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, 4 times in a season, it's hard to play a team 4 times. So.
But a new opponent, somebody who isn't maybe quite as familiar as you've got to see in the last couple of weeks, but sometimes that's not a bad thing either.
That's not a bad thing. Honestly, I was hoping that we'd see Delavan tonight. Not that we thought they were an easy team, but we didn't want to play Southeastern for a 3rd time on their home floor. So we were kind of hoping for the matchup that of somebody new, somebody that didn't know everything that we were doing. And we were actually able to run quite a few of our sets against them because of that. And that's kind of where we're at now moving forward, going into sectionals. You see teams that if they want to know what you're doing, they really have to watch a lot of film and put in a lot of hours to see that.
And I know you don't like to look ahead because you know Peoria Heights is a quality opponent and they'll be very, very tough, but we like to look ahead. You got a chance to see Illini Bluffs possibly again if you can make it to that sectional championship game. They, of course, have to be there as well, but that would be a nice opportunity for your kids as well.
Yeah, I mean, ever since we lost that game to them last year, that's definitely been on our radar. Our goal was to try to get back to that game and give ourselves an opportunity to play against them. And that's where we're at. We have that opportunity now. We're 1 game away from that opportunity, I should say. So all we can do is prepare for Peoria Heights 1 game at a time and hope that we get that opportunity a week from tonight.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. Tuesday night, you start all over with maybe a little shoot around and talk tomorrow, get in the gym on Monday and get prepared for a game. Your kids probably haven't played at Abington, I don't think, ever in their life, have they?
Not that I know of. The last time the sectional was in Abington, I had Jalen Vance shooting in the 3-point contest as a junior, so it's been a number of years.
I remember being up there with Brown County and that Illini Bluffs team. It seems like the coach has them in the sectional all the time.
Yes.
And they got some big guy named Hank Alvey. Yeah. I heard he's transferring to Camp Point, though. What would you do with size?
I don't know. Our biggest guy we've had my 9 years has been Lane Ippenson. So he was a pretty darn good big man. So I think we could figure out a way to use him.
I think your kids are going to really get themselves prepared, hungry not to say goodbye. And as Coach Long said last night, the kids get to decide when you're going to give them that final speech. And if they want to put it off for a while, you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. This time of year, all I can do is prepare them. Players go make plays, and if they make enough plays, we keep moving. So,
Coach, congratulations on the victory. One last very important question. What's the special tomorrow at Jersey's?
Tomorrow is Saturday, so we got steaks tomorrow night.
Ooh.
I will be your friendly bartender tomorrow night as well, all night long.
And there might even be a regional championship and a sectional championship on the girls' side discount. You never know. You'll have to show up and find out.
You'll have to come in to
Check
find
it
out.
Congratulations, Coach. We appreciate the time. That's James Barnett, the head coach of the Camp Point Central Panthers, winning their regional tonight here at Augusta. And time to name our player of the game, presented by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why he's a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports, and 22 points in a regional championship victory for the senior Nick Moore. He is tonight's player of the game. Camp Point Central will meet Peoria Heights at Abington on Tuesday night. We'll have the action for you on Central Illinois Sports. We also want to remind Central fans that we'll have action for you from the Vandalia Super Sectional on the girls' side on the NFHS Network. Make sure to get signed up for that as that will be on Monday at 7 o'clock. For John and Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull, thanking you for joining us from Augusta as Central claims the regional over Delavan 46-32. It's been another Central Illinois Sports presentation.